Hey, so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about why I joined Scentsy. So I joined Scentsy in October 2020, and I've just recently promoted to certified consultant. Um, I've always worked full time since I was 16 years old. I've worked in many jobs. I was in a apprenticeship working in a gym. I've worked in a coffee shop as a barista. I've worked as a teaching assistant, and I've worked as a support worker. I love being busy. I love working. I love being in control of your day, knowing exactly what you're doing and what is going on, going to work and earning a living. That's all I've always wanted. Um, I have also struggled with health conditions. So since the age of 13, I've been going through lots of different medical treatments and investigations, and it was only 10 years after, so in 2019, that I finally got my diagnosis of endometriosis. It does affect everybody in different ways, but it affects me, without going into too much detail, by it's quite spontaneous. So I could have a couple of days, weeks where I'm absolutely fine, and then out of nowhere I have such chronic pain that I just end up laying on the sofa. I can't get up, I can't move, easy things, just like getting up and getting dressed and everything else just seems too much, and it's very difficult to work around that. So I was, as a support worker at the time, I really struggled with going to work, to a point where I had to drop down to part-time hours, and it was too much, even though it was only part-time. And then the more time I was spending at home, my mental health started to take a hit, just because you're stuck at home, and there's nothing for you to do, especially in the lockdown. So while I was working part-time, I started scrolling through Facebook and just found this random ad that Sarah, my lovely star director, had advertised to join her team and all these amazing benefits and everything else. And I just thought, yeah, I want to know a bit more about that. I love candles and things like that anyway, so let's have a little look. And after speaking to Sarah and how enthusiastic she was, she just inspired me to give it a go. Money was tight. I didn't have a lot of money. So I was a bit nervous about joining and thinking, I'm not going to sell. People do things like this all the time and it never works. I had tried other companies before and never really got anywhere with the sales. And then she told me about the team as well, and how they have like weekly Zoom meetings and then monthly Zoom meetings with global directors and star directors and superstar directors, people that are right at the top. And it was just something I wanted to be a part of. So I signed up. And within the first month, I will put a disclaimer on the comments, but within the first month, I'd already earned back what I'd invested into Scentsy, and as well as extra, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I was so shocked. And then we started having the weekly Zooms with my team, and they're just amazing. Like, the support you get, and everybody's just there for each other. Any questions you've got, there's always somebody around. Then we are part of a global team as well, with Scott and Alexandra, who are just amazing at what they do and are so insightful. They will literally help you with anything if you ask them to. And we do have monthly meetings with them, Zoom meetings as well, which they're a part of, and there's all the other directors and star directors that are there just giving you tips and supporting you. But then I started seeing, to begin with, I wasn't really bothered about making it into a big business. It was a bit of a hobby thing to get that little bit of extra income in, and mainly for my mental health as a hobby, so that I wasn't sat at home on my days off just pottering around the house. I had something to focus on. And then I started seeing like all these incentives and things. Now Sarah, who is my star director, has done amazing for herself, and I saw that she'd she'd earned herself this amazing holiday, and that for her and her family to go on. And she shared her pay with us that month, and I was just absolutely overwhelmed at just how well she has done in this business. Now, she has worked for it, don't get me wrong, but it's just so inspiring to see these people that are just everyday people like you and me creating this amazing lifestyle out of something they love doing. Now, we've just had a big move. We've moved from Leeds to Scotland, so I was absolutely terrified that I wasn't going to be able to sell Scentsy because I was selling to family and friends. And Sarah said, you know, just trust in the products. It's an amazing company. They sell themselves. You'll be absolutely fine. Once you get up there, you'll meet new people. And she was right. Like, I moved up here. We live on a farm in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody around us really at all. And I have met so many new people already in a month throughout lockdown just by chatting on Facebook or, you know, sending them free samples and all these different things. But it's given me a reason to go outside, explore where I live, and also to meet these new people. Without Scentsy, I wouldn't have met as many, anywhere near the people I have met so far. Like, I'd have had no reason to. And it's just given me that confidence as well to go out. I've got a reason to be outside, you know. I've got a reason to leave the house, and it's Scentsy. It has so much, it just gives you so much, and there's always something to focus on. Lisa said in one of her videos that she's a big believer that Scentsy is an absolute therapy for mental health and other health conditions, because it is something to focus on. You know, I have days where I wake up and I'm in pain and I just think, oh, no, not today. Like, all I want to do is lay in bed or curl up on the sofa and I don't want to do anything. But actually now that's fine, because I can work from home, I can work from my phone. So if I'm in bed having a bad day, I can still run my business and be in contact with people and have these amazing conversations. It's just incredible, and until you are a part of the family and building your own team, you don't realise just how amazing this company is and the benefits you do get. It's not just about, you know, the amazing commission and the free products and the half-price products that we get. It's what you get out of having your own business and working that around your lifestyle. So if you are thinking of joining, let's have a chat and get you sorted and starting your very first business.